Hello, this is a post on homelessness. The revolution will not be brought to you by Colgate toothpaste with its mind-numbing triclosan. The revolution will not be brought to you by Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. The revolution will not occur in a fulfillment center. The revolution will not be televised. In an overheated, post-bubble, fake inflationary economy, family structure has broken down, and that is why our cities are filled with homeless people. Their own families won't take care of them because they have lost their minds. Their jobs or educations broke them, and their own families are themselves on the edge of insanity, overworked and taking prescription drugs just to keep their broken minds plugging away. The revolution will not be televised. The medical industry would have us medicate the homeless and turn them into harmless, easy-to-manage zombies. But we know who the real zombies are. They are the cogs in the system that have not yet broken. They are medicated or distracted to the point that they've lost their hearts and are incapable of loving their sick brothers and sisters living on the streets. All of these people need time to heal and come back to life. They need art, music, life, reconnected families. They need stories that will help them make sense of their world. Online communities allowed families to move across the country in search of work while remaining connected. But did they really remain connected? Mine didn't. Online connections only disguise disconnection in real life. Teachers are on the front lines of this battle against disconnection. But community building through schools finds distracted parents glued to their phones and workplaces. The only hope we find is for the youngest of the young. When their parents burn out, we need to catch them before they fall to the bottom and lose all hope. We need to provide a space for them to heal and get back their energy. In Germany, where I live, guys who've burnt out of the occupation for which they trained themselves are often given socially fulfilling part-time work while they try to reconfigure their worldview. They may be community builders who throw dance parties for kids, passing out apples and sweeping the floors afterwards. When women burn out of the workplace, they retreat to the home and search for online connection in mommy communities or homeschooling communities. Being in a home all day is isolating, but because it isn't unusual for women, it isn't as demoralizing as it is for a man. Only 1 in 4 homeless people is female. In the US, people are allowed to fall all of the way to the bottom, and then you can't get them back up again. In St. Paul, Minnesota, a liberal haven, homelessness has grown to unmanageable proportions, and it has always been too cold to be homeless there. This is unprecedented. Yet, how do the citizens of the Twin Cities respond? They protest Trump, as though that is going to do any good. Scapegoating is just another symptom of an apathetic population that is willing to allow democracy to be sold to the highest bidder. Amazon is happy to hold all of your data for you. They are holding the CIA's data in their cloud, and if they got their way with all of their infiltrators, they will soon hold the Pentagon's data as well. They have rockets and dream of colonizing the moon. What more could you ask for in an unelected corporate government? Let's just not talk about the workers who drop dead in their fulfillment centers whilst trying to satisfy an automated time management system. Those casualties don't get mentioned. When we have traumatized children in internment camps, we don't have street children, at least. Street children are what happen when things fall apart, and as long as we keep the public schools in operation, I think there is hope for the future. The political pendulum swings both ways, and while it is set to appease the far-right gun nuts at the moment, as they age, it will swing to the left to appease the militant millennials. They will elect someone like Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders, and the people who implemented the border policy will maybe end up in jail. Justice is served? In the meantime, don't believe everything that you read. Fake news. The economists' inflation models are not working. The climate models are not working. Skepticism should be your guide whenever the media is involved. The revolution will not be televised. It happens inside of us when we decide that enough is enough. The revolution does not involve marching on the street with banners. It does not involve brandishing guns. The revolution happens when we decide to live our lives on our own terms and spend our energy rebuilding our communities and minds, rather than paying homage to the credit industries, video games, or consumer culture. Freedom is a state of mind. Freedom is a book that helps you put your changing world in perspective. The revolution will not be televised because they will just turn the power off, just like they did in California to prevent wildfires. The revolution requires us to sit down and think, with no distractions. For the first time since 1999, some of us will find peace and quiet, and it will be good for us. Let all of the idiots be idiots. The future starts with you. You are the change you seek. Thank you for your time. I hope you are inspired to click on the link and take a look at my books. I think they will change how you see the world, and that will change your life. Until next time.